everybody, this is Molly McClure with McClure Land Unlimited. I am headed out on the road again today. We're in the northern part of, well, excuse me, I shouldn't say that, eastern part of Dodge County, Nebraska, just north of Fremont. We're heading to a bin site today where we're going to get to, hopefully get to see, anyway, a bin be moved via crane. And I can see the crane, so we'll flip the camera around, check. There we are. This should be entertaining at the minimum, so stay tuned. There's more to come. So we're gonna replace this one with a 126,000?
Yep, yeah, 125, 127.
125, 127,000 bin. They're just gonna lift it right off there, huh?
Should be free.
Should be. See what happens. Instead of doing, I'm just running through what we already talked about, but so instead of putting it here where the new pad is, you decided to move this one to the pad, and you're going to put a new one that's 125 to 127,000 bushel. So you didn't have to run the conveyor.
Exactly right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
How much storage total do you have here then?
There's about 200,000 before this new bin, 200,000 of bins, and then yeah, just short 200,000 in flat storage.
In the flat storage here. Nice concrete floor. Can't go wrong there.
I think he said the crane was showing when he had it free, like a little over 18,400 pounds.
18,400 pounds. Isn't that crazy? And then the funny thing is then you see them crushed by storms.
Exactly.
Right? Like they were just paper.
Exactly.
This is pretty cool. So who's doing this for you?
Sanger Pico Construction out of Scribner.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they're the ones we've bumped the new bin from, and did all the concrete work here.
We're off the ground. This is flat on the concrete. There's no floor in it otherwise.
Nope, they took the floor out.
Okay.
So yep, now they'll set it on concrete and they'll put the aeration floor back in. Yeah, the auger is still hanging in there. The ratchet strap is that to the roof.
Nice.
So the auger, that's all staying in there.
It was that easy. You would have thought that would have been so much more complicated than it was.
Yep. They made it sound like it was really no big work.
It isn't. It's really not a big deal, but it's brilliant.
Yep. Because I think yesterday, but at 4 o'clock, they showed up here with the crane, which they had the floor and everything out before that.
Yeah.
So yeah, this morning they dropped the downspout to it, and yeah, I thought that would be a heck of a job to do all this.
Yeah, you would think it'd take a lot more, but it's just really.
It really swung it over like it was nothing.
Yeah. I wonder how many of these guys do.
That's what I asked him, the one guy here earlier. You do quite a few of these? Oh yeah, all the time.
I had no idea.
He might tease me, I don't know. But that's what Dad said back in the day with smaller bins. He'd heard them using that, just putting a tire inside there and lifting it up by the tire.
Sure.
I don't think they're going to use a tire on
No, they take a big tire.
Yeah, right.
Real big tire. Yeah. I mean, we've been on for 8.5 minutes. He's dang near got it.
Yeah, basically 10 minutes, picked up and moved it over and set it right back down.
So much better and saved you how much money?
Over $100,000.
Over $100,000 just doing this. And have you noticed, like with the bags, you have more loss?
Not really.
No.
So this last spring, we had some that were in kind of a low spot. We had 8-10 inches of water up next to them, and a little bit of water got in the bag. We hauled it back here, dumped it in a bin, and ran air on it in the corner, so good as could be.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I always wondered that. You don't have a critter issue either? Critters
Once in a while, you have a coon or something rip a little hole in it, but
otherwise,
nothing, nothing major.
I never really gotten to ask anybody because you're the only one I really know that does that.
Yeah, we've had them rip open. Last year we had the bagger pressure got too high, so it blew the side out one. So we let the pressure off, pulled the bag ahead, kept filling the same bag with the big old hole in the middle. Probably 3 weeks later we came back and emptied it after harvest.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine. The bagger rolled it right back up. There wasn't 10 bushel that fell at the side that we scooped up to the unloader. And
no big deal. I'm going to go this way. I want to talk about like putting that bin in the middle. So you still have to pour a concrete pad there.
Yes, I think they'll tear that old pad out.
Probably.
Bigger one there, yep.
So this is where the new one's going to go.
Yeah, and they'll move it over a little bit further west.
God, it's got to be. So this is 105 foot.
Yep, 105 feet to the top.
To the top. And that new one's going to be 80?
Yeah, 80 to the peak.
Wow. Absolutely the coolest thing I've seen all week. It's only Tuesday, but
it's early.
I can't get over it. I mean, we're talking 13 minutes since I started recording. And it's probably not going to take them too much longer. That's quite the setup. It's actually turned out pretty well considering, it started out with those two guys.
Right. Yeah, and like, they all spread out where we used to put augers in here, drive trucks right through here to fill them.
We've hit ground. They're almost down anyway. Pretty close. That's pretty fantastic work, you guys. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed our little grain bin move that we made today. It wasn't very far, but it was pretty interesting to watch. The crane operator was saying off camera that he could feel his crane sink just a little bit as he was moving that. It's pretty amazing how much a grain bin actually weighs. I think that they said that was a 30,000 pound or 30,000 bushel bin, weighing in at like 18 or 19,000 pounds, something like that. So pretty impressive, you know, and it's wild to me when you look at those, and in a in a good windstorm or tornado, they crumple up like paper, but they weigh as much as they do. So it was an educational day. It was fun to see. The other voice you hear in my video is my tenant Craig Hazeman that works for us up there at farms, so a few farms for me up there, and does a great job. He's very innovative, a younger guy, and again, I'm glad to have him on our staff and working with us. So him and his dad do a wonderful job for us, and they actually also bag some of their corn and beans, and I asked him a little bit about that, and they're still going to use that depending on where they are as far as you know, in proximity to their main grain site or bin site. They do have some other sites, but that's the one they use the most. Once they get that 125,000 bushel bin up, I'm hoping I can get back and see some of the construction of that. They'll be able to house about 500,000 bushels at that site alone once they get that bin up. So pretty impressive. It saved them a ton of money instead of putting the bin. So the original plan was, I'll back up just a little bit. The original plan was to put that new 125,000 bushel bin, which is 80 or 85 feet tall. I can't remember the exact number, but they were going to put that on that new pad and have a conveyor from the leg coming out to put grain in it. It was going to be pretty pricey to do that. I think he said it was over $100,000 to get that done. Moving this bin and doing it the way they're doing it now, they spent about $19,000 just moving that bin. So it's pretty incredible. But when you look at the price tag of a $30,000 bin, probably 70 grand, 60, 70 grand. So, you know, spending 19 to keep the old one was probably a wise decision in my opinion. I always am a big fan of keeping what you got for as long as you can. This stuff costs so much money, and then again right now with what we're dealing with as far as trying to get materials and get things done and built, it's difficult right now. So pretty pleased that he got that done today. I'm excited for him. I think that's going to work out really nice. They're going to have a really nice setup there at the end of the day. So, you know, this is a business. Farming's a business, and those guys are out there doing everything they can to keep their costs down so they can be successful and keep farming. And I had a nice conversation with him at the end too, talking about the young guys again and how badly we need them to get back into the farms and come back home and farm. Even if they do go off to college, we sure need them to come back. For every young guy we gain, we lose two, and we can't afford that. So this has been an interesting day. I always like getting somebody else's point of view. The guys that moved that bin for him did a wonderful job. It was 3 guys, the crane operator and 2 other guys, and we stood there and watched them. It took them about 30 minutes. You won't see all of that in the video, but of course I trimmed that down. But it was pretty interesting day. The other quick side note, we caught a really nice rain here last Friday night. Our dryland corn and beans are looking really good. My heart goes out to the boys down south in Kansas. I know they're struggling down there on their dry land. Hopefully they can catch a few rains here, but August is never an overly kind month when it comes to rain usually, so we'll have to just see. But thanks again for tuning in. Really appreciate you checking us out. McClureLandInc@gmail.com is my email. www.mcclurelandinc.com is my website. You can catch me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me wherever you want to find me. So 402-650-1816. If you've got any good video ideas, something we need to go see, maybe you're doing a cool project on your farm, we'd love to come see it. So give us a shout. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Please subscribe. I know that sounds like I'm begging. Maybe I am just a little bit, but we'd love to have you subscribe. So get a hold of us. We're here any time of the day, pretty much. You can text, you can email, whatever suits you. So stay tuned. We're gonna have some more videos coming. Not sure when, not sure what. So I'm always open to ideas. Give us a shout. Again, 402-650-1816. This is Molly McClure saying thanks for checking us out. Have a great day.